Alrighty, welcome back to Dragon Ball Daima Anime Review, episode number 18. Can you believe we have, after this episode, the third to last episode that's pretty much released for this series? Now, do I think there might be season 2 Daima? I don't know. It's an original series, so that's up in the air. So we continue left of the last episode, where mostly it's just Goku, Majin Buu, and one of the Takeyamas basically take on Goma. Not doing too well. At one point, this fight goes on for quite a while, doing a lot of damage, and then of course Super Saiyan 3 Goku basically falls down. It seems like he's about to be stepped on. Then all of a sudden, the legendary make himself just walks up to him, casts this, basically just uses power on Goku, and then his body changes. Somebody thinking, what the heck is happening here? Is he increasing his height? No, that's not what's happening here. His muscles increase, and get this, you're gonna love this. A tail pops up in the back of his back. He starts sporting red fur, his hands look like gorilla, and red hair. Do you know what this means? It's Super Saiyan 4! Making his first appearance in an English dub for Dragon Ball in 22 years. I was like, that's Super Saiyan 4! It's oh my gosh. This is the last time it was ever seen. Yes, it was seen in Super Dragon Ball Super Heroes, but this is the first. Now, I don't know if that's canon or not, but that version is a different universe per se. But first in-universe appearance of the Super Saiyan 4, you could say this is kind of saying, yeah, GT is not canon. This is basically people working this series. Probably not the same who worked on GT. This is probably them saying, because Toriyama did prove this one. He probably yeah, GT is probably no longer canon, given the fact he just transformed into Super Saiyan 4 in child form. Yes, he did this also in GT, but in that one, he actually has restored to his adult size. What happened here is basically still a child. And he basically is wiping the floor with Goma for quite a while. And then, of course, basically, Majin Buu, he basically imitates Goku after eating a giant cookie, which I thought was kind of funny. And then just runs out real quickly because he uses so much energy. At one point, he starts sporting the same hair as Goku, and he's Super Saiyan 3 before the whole Super Saiyan 4 thing. And then, of course, basically, I think Glorio basically sees things going bad, so he basically steps in. He basically launches a power attack, and Piccolo does. I think this is the first time he does this in this series. You know what this is? Special Beam Cannon! Yep, he does that, but that doesn't work either. Surprisingly, Vegeta's used the Garlic Gun. Or the Final Flash. He didn't use any of those two attacks for some reason. Then when Goku hits Gum with the Kamehameha, he's like, oh, this could be over. Nope. By the way, and he also basically launches a little energy, he's launching a Spirit Bomb. When he gets in the hole, then all of a sudden this weird pink energy, and makes Goma giant size. Basically we see his giant hand. He's bigger than he once was. He's basically the size of a building now. And he uses his Evil Eye ability to drain Goku of his power, turning from Super Saiyan 4 back to base form. And then Supreme Kai's sister contacts Gloria because basically he's working with her. Yeah, this is where he finds out he's working with her all along. And in fact, he's kind of basically, in their eyes, he betrays them. And takes the two Dragon Balls, summons Pranga. Basically the same dragon that also appears for Namekian, except theirs is green. This is red. This is Pranga's first appearance in this series. Basically, when I see this red form, it reminds me a lot of the Black Star Dragon Balls with their dragon who's actually red. When that's the red Shinron. This is very similar to that, except it's like 3 regular Dragon Balls. Well, basically the size of the Mechian ones, just only 3 instead of 7. And then, of course, Sabrina Kai's sister Ayasa, she was like, grant my wish. And her wish is to become the ruler of the demon world, take on Gorma. And Glorio makes the wish, and then the episode ends on a cliffhanger. What wish was it? We see apparently like the area is basically changing. What is it? Well, we'll find out next week. Because it was announced by Crunchyroll that because the fact there's only 2 more episodes left to go for this whole entire series, Crunchyroll has decided next week, instead of having people wait another week for the finale after next week's episode, episode 19, they're going to do a double feature. Normally when they do this, they just do this because they skipped a week. So they decided to give the episode like another. They said they give the show another episode release because they forgot because it was delayed. This is actually the first time in a while I've seen this where they actually hour-long finale for this one, and it's a 5 episodes. I'm looking forward to review those next week for those ones. But damn, this episode's awesome. I loved it. And like I said, there's only 2 more to go. You think, oh, 2 weeks. Nope, next week is the finale. Yep, and with that, basically, Friday reduced down from having 2 anime to 1. And the 1 being Fire Force. Yes, and I had to keep refreshing the page, basically, for the Fire Force new episodes, and finally the new episode released. But I'm not going to watch this yet because I'm going to go out to dinner. And then when I get back, I'm going to watch a new episode, and then, well, I'll be caught up. Yep, caught up on my anime. Yes, I do have 4 airing tomorrow. Hopefully one of them basically releases an episode because they completely forgot last week. They decided to delay it. My guess is they might do either tomorrow or probably next week, and they might do a double feature. It depends on Crunchyroll what they want to do. We'll find out with that tomorrow. Yep, so yes, that's pretty much it particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up is Fire Force. Okay, thanks, you. Bye.